up your head, pick up your mind.
Welcome to the Rad Dude Cast. This is Brendan. I'm joined as always by that guy with. Introduce yourself, sir. Whoever.
Drew Goddard. I directed Daredevil, the series. I'm happy to be here with you boys.
And my another prestigious.
I agree.
Another prestigious colleague of ours. Go ahead.
My name is Greg, and I got to say one thing. Max, when I say show your face, you throw the camera on. We got to make sure you're not jerking off to this thing. All right.
Yeah, but how can we? Okay, hands up at all times.
Hands up, man.
Hands
the
up.
newspaper. How do we know this isn't a video of the past? And today's newspaper, Max.
That's true. I don't have any newspapers.
Yeah, isn't that convenient?
Leave your audio on because I want to hear you laugh.
Okay.
Show us. You can't show us a computer.
Show me. Sorry. I'm excited.
Great. Be excited.
To be back.
Me too.
I got to shut the door.
I'll run out of steam in about 7 minutes, so I got to really hone in now.
I was masturbating over some very high-priced items. Okay, we're talking a new MacBook. I had do you guys know Vincent van Gogh?
Yeah.
I had a Vincent van Gogh painting laid over the floor, and I had the Paul Newman the famous Paul Newman Rolex watch I purchased at auction, and I was masturbating, and
real quick.
Yeah.
Nope. Sorry. Nope. I thought the wave. I jumped on the wave.
Well,
I just want to bring our new segment is called "What's Y'all Jerking Off To," where we all talk about what we've been jerking off to lately.
So I had all these valuable items spread out over the floor, and my maintenance man came in, and he saw the value of them, and he said, and he knew, he could tell I was ready to ejaculate, and ruin these valuable items. And he said, and I thought this was very offensive. I thought this was, not okay for the times we live in. Mm-hmm. He said, "Hands up, don't shoot."
Oh, wow. I thought he was going to say another thing.
I think I said that at your wedding speech.
Yeah, you did. I thought, wow, hands up, don't shoot.
It's a fun one to say.
Yeah.
Max said something. Greg's camera is a little in and out. Yeah, man, this thing sucks.
There's nothing we can do. Welcome to the Rad Dude Cast, Max. This is how we roll. Now this big news in the Rad Dude Cast affair. Many of you may not be aware of this. Young Anthony has no less than 1 week and several days ago, Anthony has gotten married. So Anthony, now we've got 2 married men on the cast. How's that, Anthony? How's marriage?
Man, wives are fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
All they want is for you to hang stuff. How much money do we have in the account? She says it to me every day. And
really?
Brendan,
she says that
every day. She wakes up and she goes, how much money is in the account? And I don't know. I don't know, bitch. I don't know.
I don't know, bitch is a great response. I'm gonna get a shirt that says "I don't know, bitch." That's new merch. Let me say this. I think of all our wives, I have the worst one. Who's done the worst things to me?
Questionable, but go ahead.
That's where.
Let's have. All right.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
What are y'all jerking off to? Can that lead into our sister segment,
which is
what's wrong with these hoes?
What's wrong with these hoes? My wife got pregnant. She got so fat. I didn't marry no fat bitch.
Nope.
I got to be married to some fat bitch.
That's right. I said I do to a skinny bitch.
Right.
Now I'm married to a fat bitch. Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Your Honor.
She keeps saying it's because there's a baby in there. Well, I said, well, watch what you put in your body.
Yep.
You know what I would do if I was
there she is. I'm sorry.
You know what I would do if I was a judge?
What?
If someone said, "Your Honor," I'd say, "I know I am, and I'm not getting off her."
Oh, that's probably the best joke I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I would say that. If I was a judge, I would say that every day.
Your Honor.
Man, I'm sorry, Brendan. I wanted you to be at the wedding, but we lost steam.
Brendan?
Yeah,
I was at the wedding.
He was there.
You were?
Yeah.
What
We
did you-
spoke several times, and this is a dire. This bit is a dire insult. You know what I wanted you to be at? Nothing. Nothing. I just invite Greg exclusively after
To
this.
his own wedding?
No, to anything I do, I invite you, not him.
I'll be there.
But you can come too, Anthony. I'm sorry.
That's
Hey.
all right.
Real quick, we go back to what y'all jerking off to?
Yeah,
Because I got a new thing I'm doing.
I cannot wait to hear.
This is a practice move. Is
Oh.
to get better.
Okay.
I only come to my own cum. So I can only come to when I see my own cum, which drives me into a wild circle. So after you come, then to come to your own cum, you got to be great at coming again. But had you come in the first time? So it's a constant snake eating its own tail. And it never ends. And it never started.
Can I ask about this
It's an
a little?
infinity loop.
Sure, I see this loop. Let me ask you some questions
Totally,
about
man.
this because
Yeah.
my
Name.
my
Brendan.
recovery time is not great these days.
Right.
So how
6
old
weeks?
how old of cum can you still come to?
Well, to start, that's how I started, is I had to get old cum. Because I
Yeah.
accidentally came on this sock. And I looked
Sure.
at it. I said, I'm going to come on this sock from a week ago. And then
Yeah.
I did. And then I said, you can now only come to the cum. So you have to save it and then present it. And the goal is to lessen the time. So so what I would like to get to is I come and then I come again. And then I'm constantly living a life of coming. Always.
But how long can you go? Like with it, your cum will still allow you to come.
Well, the first one was at least 3 months.
Okay.
This thing was just sitting behind my bed.
Was
Yeah.
there an event that sparked the occasion?
Yeah, Tina said do the laundry. I found this sock. I said, "Wow, that's old cummy sock. It's like a fossil."
Oh, so you got turned on by what you
No, I
had
did
done.
not get turned on,
Okay.
but I made myself get turned on
Okay.
as to start the infinity loop.
Ah,
Do you see what I'm trying to do here?
yeah, yeah. The infinity loop of jizz.
I don't think you guys are following.
See, I'm not a big time travel guy. I never understand it, and I
No,
always
it's not
get
time travel.
okay.
So this is the goal.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to look at you here now. Stay with me.
It's fine.
You come to your own cum.
Yes.
So as soon as you come, then you come again,
Oh, I see.
and then that
I
cum makes
see.
you come again,
I see.
and then
I
you're
see.
in this infinity loop.
I see.
Right?
see.
But you can only come to your cum. So if you never came, you can't come to it.
Yeah.
But then once you come, you don't ever stop coming.
this is okay.
It's a chicken or an egg.
Yeah,
type
it is.
deal.
And this is always the issue I've had with come as a word, is that it's a verb.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this is where I get messed up in your whole explanation is you said come so many times that it became the other version of it. And then I
Came?
came or I'm coming. Like, you know,
Yeah.
your wife is like, where are the bills?
Right. This is
And
the they-them situation. Not to get political, but this is the problem I'm having. I just don't know what they're saying. I've do what you want to do, but I have no idea what you're saying.
Who are you
I love
guys?
you, but I don't understand. It's a come-came situation.
It's a
I
classic.
had the same problem with cum. I've been trying to get them to change cum for years. So don't act like I'm this like homophobe, because I'm not.
Stand up.
It's not
Yeah,
about that.
Stand up, Greg, please. And look into the camera. Deliver this to camera.
It's not about
closer.
homophobia.
Closer to camera.
I'm a grammar.
Lean in.
I cannot, as I will fall.
Yeah, no, that's a crouch. Do like a crouch, because the people need to hear this. This isn't. You're not talking to Brendan,
They
and
get it.
You're talking to America.
It's the
Let
they-them
America
situation.
Make America get it.
I support your choice, but I don't know what you're talking about. Just like when someone says, I just came, I go, oh, no, that makes sense. But if they go, I just come, I go, I don't know what you mean. Get out of my face. You guys got quiet on
Max,
this.
can you?
Well,
put music
We
in
live
the-
in a
thinking about
different
it.
time.
Max,
Yeah.
can you put music and the flag behind that?
No,
Yeah.
he can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says, yeah, he's not gonna.
I'd like
He's
to.
not gonna, and he won't.
I'd like to touch on two. I'd like to circle back on two
Yeah.
issues. Anthony, your assertion that
I gotta
you-
say, I support them though, right? Real quick. before we burn me out,
You gotta
do
say
whatever you want.
you gotta say it to camera.
I support you. You could be whatever, I love everybody. Don't burn me on this. The Rad Dude Cast isn't something that can exist in this time.
We don't.
Here's the thing. We don't. A, and then B, I don't think what you were saying made quite enough sense for like that's sort of a way around being burned when it's mixed in with come and coming and nobody really quite understands and a snake eating its own tail and they go, I think he said something wrong, but it's impossible to say.
Yeah.
It's a come came situation.
This is great. And this is also a great way to get around what you actually want to say about trans people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't think they should be swimming. I'll tell you that much. Get them out of the pool.
At all.
No, period. I'm not the competition. I'm saying I support you. I love you.
Stop wet.
Stop swimming.
Wet.
Stop swimming. That's
like
a problem.
Gremlins.
Yeah, I say put them only in the bathrooms. Every bathroom should have a trans person, but not in the pool.
Here's the thing. They go, oh, they're changing the same locker rooms. Guess what? Watch Starship Troopers. Okay. In the future, we all take showers with hot breasted women.
Man.
Get over it. Welcome to the future.
You're right.
See what you see. Let your eyes delight.
Also, I'm a revolutionary bigot. I saw a guy in the bathroom with a seeing eye dog. I say, get the dogs out of the bathroom. I don't want animals in the bathrooms because them dogs are always trying to stiff my dick.
They love to sniff a dick. You shouldn't listen. They should have a guy. You should go leave your seeing eye dog at the door. I'll hold your cock because your dog's not holding the cock. What's he helping with? He's going to go nuts in there smelling pee and poop and dicks. He's going to go nuts.
I think I might have the solution for everybody.
Yeah.
One bathroom is just for sex.
Oh, a sex bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called a rest stop. That's called a rest stop on the New Jersey Turnpike.
Oh, it's called a sauna at Equinox. Have you heard about that? Yeah. Equinox saunas are gay party zones.
Well, I think I've said this at least 9 years ago on the Rad Dude Cast. I had to confront an old man at my gym in Park Slope when I lived in Brooklyn. He started jerking it, and it was just me and him in the sauna. Yeah. But he was too old to fight, so he's jerking it, looking at me, doing the classic. And I if you don't know this, saunas at New York gyms are sort of known as gay pickup spots, right? Some of them, and apparently mine was. And the guy was jerking it, but he was almost 80, so I'm not going to fight him. So I go, hey man, you got to stop. And then this is the gaslight of all gaslighting. He goes, stop what?
Yeah.
Nice.
And
nice.
Stop what? He said. And I go, you know.
Yeah.
And then
you're choking your chicken.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
And that's what I don't like that. They confuse choking the chicken. Are you choking a chicken or are you jerking off? Just tell me what you're talking about. I don't understand this.
I just love that this character keeps going back to like the Little Mermaid. Do you know what I mean? He does all this and then he just goes, and I don't know why they need to remake the Little Mermaid.
No, I just like a guy who doesn't like words being used for other words.
Yeah.
Choking the chicken. Hey, I'm here choking my chicken. Are you jerking off? Or are you do I need to call the police or say dirty words? You know what I mean? Because if you're choking a chicken, I'll throw you in jail. But if you're jerking off, I'll get salty.
Can I tell you one that bothers me?
What?
So like when someone messes up, they'll like the funny guy at the office will be like, boy, Tiffany forgot to turn in those papers. She really screwed the pooch on that one. And it's like, all right, say what it is and then see if that's a good saying. Say what it really is. Say Tiffany really messed up. She forgot to turn in those papers. She really had sex with a dog on that one. And then you go, that's not an appropriate level. Yeah. That's a way out of line. That's way worse than forgetting to turn in the papers.
Sandy made love to my Boston Terrier.
Yeah, exactly. Call it what it is and then see if run it up the flagpole. See if she flies.
You like that? You like that? He jerked off a Dalmatian.
Yeah, she committed bestiality.
He made me watch.
You made me watch? I'll get him. I'll get you going.
I'd like to circle way back, and if I could,
right,
Anthony, you made a statement earlier in the program
sure did.
where you referenced you never understand time travel. I'd like to dig into that a little bit because it doesn't exist. So what part of it don't you understand?
The whole thing, whenever it's in a movie, because it's all you gotta. This is always my problem with time travel. It's whatever the movie's version, because like you're saying, it doesn't exist. So it's whatever the movie's version of time travel is. So it's like I'm watching a sports game, right? I'm watching a new sport every time. I have to learn all the rules, and then I go, all right, well, I think I know all the rules now. How much longer is the sport? Like, how many more games? And they go, it's about a half hour left on this sport, and then that's it. And then that's it for you. And so the arrogance of a time travel movie to make me learn a thing that is specific to this movie, and then I can't use it for anything else in my life is annoying.
Couldn't agree more. It's
right.
You're playing a sport without knowing the rules. And what I think is pick the best one, lock it in. And I say,
I agree.
We play by Back to the Future rules from now on. Doesn't matter what you're doing with time travel, Back to the Future rules. That's how it goes. And I don't understand those either, really, but lock them in.
Time travel and vampire movies are the two. They're two genres where, because they're not real, but they fall into this strange subcategory in our world that they're like semi-real. You can put religion in there too if you wanted to.
Ooh, bro, controversial.
But every vampire, like, you know, as soon as whoever broke the Dracula rules, I think maybe True Blood did it when they tried to sort of like, hey, here's what we're doing with vampires. They exist. They just drink a special drink. You can get it at Target and they feel okay. And they don't like, that's when things went off the rails. And then you're like, well, I don't know anymore. I don't know what I'm watching. So, and everything I've learned is not true. I mean, I guess this is how people feel when they have to call people they, them.
This is why I shut down here, because I'm really in my head thinking that I heard that, you know, now as a father, you know, there's people just in there, that whole thing.
What?
The whole they, them thing. I just think of the lady at the coffee shop who goes by that, who's just going, Greg, I'm not a human to you anymore. You are a human, and I love you, and I'll do what you ask. But I was trying to be funny 10 minutes ago, and I've ruined it. People have tuned out. We've lost the progressive left on this one.
Yeah.
Now who are our fans?
But
Julian Assange people.
Yeah, but Brendan's appearance on Bill Maher should air. When is that airing again, Brendan?
Well, they got back to me and they said, you can't say that about those people. And I said, which
Bill
people?
Maher said that.
Yeah, and
God.
I said, which people? And they said, every type of person you talked about. And I said, Maher, you're finished in this business. And since then he has. Now, where are you guys? Who are you guys for in this whole Russian-Ukraine thing?
What?
Who are you going for?
The big war, Greg. What are you, a Russia guy? Or are you a Ukraine
I'm
guy?
on whoever the liberals are, because I love liberals.
Well,
because I'm a liberal.
So what would you think the ultimate liberal stance would be on this?
On Russia versus Ukraine?
Yeah.
Don't eat the meat. Who doesn't eat meat? I don't know.
Vegans.
Man. There are liberals?
Vegetarians. Yeah.
Is there any conservative vegans?
I'm sure there are. It's a lonely bunch.
That is a tough road to hoe when you're when you're a conservative vegan.
Your friends are going to be mad at you constantly.
Yeah, every restaurant you go in asks you your pronouns and well,
I guess it's got to be the conundrum of a conservative vegan is that you've I guess you care so much about food stuff.
Yeah,
but not people stuff. Right?
Can I do this? Sorry.
What's up?
This is the dumbest thing I've ever said in my life, and I cut you off.
Oh, it's fine. I didn't really have much to go there. I didn't care all that much.
Imagine me at the vegan restaurant, and someone goes, "What are your pronouns?" And I go, "Don't fuck my pronouns. What are my verbs?" And I go, "Fast," and I run away without paying the bill.
It's a good scene. It's a fun scene.
Is that a sketch? Wait, this guy wrote something.
Oh, is this like a live?
Max Marcus types something. What did you write?
So that only 2% of American conservatives are vegetarian or vegan.
And
right,
so that's
diabetes.
And that's vegetarian and vegan. So that means probably 1.98 are vegetarians. There's probably a tiny percent that are vegans.
Yeah.
Hey, What? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No. I already cut you off. I'm gonna do it twice.
No, I forgot.
This is classic.
It's okay.
Max,
Yes.
how long we've been going? Watch this. He's not gonna know. How long is this? How long we've been recording?
Well, the thing with Zoom is there's no timer really, so I think like
Impossible
18
to know.
minutes.
All right.
Let me ask you guys a
about the
question.
time you don't know?
I'm upset that Max didn't time us.
Oh, that's not his
You know
job.
how much he makes? It's
His
not
job
his
is to
job.
get the flag and put music. And if once he does that,
He can
he'll
do
have
it.
done his job. But to me, he's in the middle of doing his job.
You think he's creating a flag? He's sewing a
I
flag
think he's on the way.
like Betsy Ross.
Brendan, what were you going to say? You had something very important and special to say to us.
I think
think
I'm
he
for.
did.
I think I'm for Ukraine,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I'll tell you this much: not as heavily as these fuckers with their flags. Everywhere I go, flags out. Where were your flags when the Central African Republic's been at war for 15 years? I didn't see any flags outside of your house then.
I never even heard of that. I don't even know what you said. Central Republic of Florida?
Central
Greg
Africa. I mean, there's
two
what
new
I'm saying
words
is
in that
what I
sentence.
here's my issue. Here's my
Yeah.
issue with this whole everyone putting Ukrainian flags outside their house. Okay, there's wars happening in the world all the time, and we just chose like, oh, here's a white democracy. Let's all get real upset at Russia, and it's like,
I can explain this.
okay,
I have a rebuttal. Because you want to get okay. In the 90s, they started a new comic book group in Marvel called X-Force. But I was old enough to see the first one. So I was like, this is my team. I'm an X-Force guy. Is X-Force better than X-Men? No, but it was mine. So when you're at the beginning, you're like, hey, I could start fresh. I could know like starting a new team. Like, they put the Dark Knights into Vegas or the Golden Knights into Vegas. Sure. All these people are like, I'm gonna be a Golden Knights fan because it's the beginning. You know what I mean? So that's what we're doing with Ukraine. It's like, hey, we're in the beginning of it now.
okay, but so you're saying because we in our life all right. I think that makes sense. All right, I'm into them.
What do you mean? Explain it to me.
So you want to get in like when a war starts, you can't like if someone's like, hey man, these people been slaves for years.
Sure.
You got like, I got to do all the research. I got to do all. It's like, and I can't. That's just too much.
Right.
But when a new war starts, it's less overwhelming.
Right.
So you can get on board and be like, oh, I'm a fan of this.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean?
That's
Without
not at
doing all the
all
homework.
That's not at all what I thought you meant.
What'd you think I meant?
I thought you meant Ukraine became a country in our lifetime because they're part of the Soviet Union. So
if you think I knew that, thanks for believing in me.
No, I think that,
Your Honor, what the dumbass is trying to say is, sorry.
Yeah, no. So you're saying because it's a new war, you have a fresh start.
Yes, you get in
when
early.
it's already in motion. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
I feel that way a lot about. Honestly, there's been a big uptick, and I think Brendan, you'll attest to this in soccer since the World Cup. Soccer, the Champions League, the Premier League, even like MLS stuff, like national team stuff. It's on every channel now, and soccer is up and running. Yeah, and it's a hard thing to get involved with because there's so many teams, there's so many players, there's so many sides. But if soccer started fresh, you could go, I'm new. I'm new here. I'm going to learn all this stuff. This is I've made a decision to I know as little as everybody else knows right now.
like a
reboot.
Like pickle mania is sweeping the country.
It really is. It's upsetting. I don't I think once I got involved, I think I'd like it. I like a game I could play with my mom and my niece.
Yeah. So pickleball's that's it. Yeah. Pickleball.
So I think pickleball is it, but I think the ceiling on that isn't that high. You know what I mean? Because once you're like, all right, there's the stakes in this game are so much that my mom or niece can excel at it. This kind of sucks.
I will say, I believe your niece is 3,
2 and 8 months, somewhere.
Shout out.
Yeah, they can't play. They cannot play. It's an easy sport. It's not for 2-year-olds though.
I argue that his 79-year-old mother also probably can't play.
77.
My bad, Joanne. Let me say this about pickleball and why I can't get involved.
Sure.
I don't like a sport that immediately makes me hungry, and then I don't go do the sport. I want to play pickleball, but everyone says, "You want to play pickleball?" I go pickles, hamburgers. I'm gonna go get lunch, and then I never play.
Once Greg hears the word ball, he can't get enough.
Yeah, I start sucking on the racket, and then I come, and then I can't stop coming because again, loop.
Unfortunately, you're trapped in this cycle they've created for yourself.
The infinity come loop.
Yeah. But yeah, Brendan, what are you? You're into pickleball though. You're a big pickleball guy.
No, I'm not. I hate it. Greg's laughing off mic because they're both trying to claim I'm a pickleball guy. My dad's a big pickleball guy.
I can see that. Oh my God, I can see that.
But you know what it is? It's a good sport for older people. That's what it is. But as a competitive sport and the way it's sort of blowing up now, it's shit. It's the easiest sport in the world. Like the number one pickleball guy in the world, he couldn't even make it on the professional tennis tour, so he quit and became the top pickleball guy ever. And it's
pickleball anyway.
So you play it on a little court. It's fun. I've played it with some comics in St. Louis. It was fun. It's just like a racket sport that you don't have to move around all that much, and the ball's kind of like a wiffle ball, and it's pretty fun. But I'm just this idea that it's the greatest thing to ever happen. It's like it's like bocce. It's like, calm down. It's a goddamn long game. Calm down.
Bocce ball is pretty great.
Bocce is great. We used to, when I was a house painter in Cape Cod, we used to get real high and go to this field and play long distance bocce ball. Like you could throw the little ball you try and get your balls to.
Yeah.
You were allowed to throw it as far as you wanted. So you could throw it you could do a full throw, and we were real stoned. And
this is a pretty good game.
Yeah, it was long distance bocce ball should be on TV because it was really fun. We also would do a game which was not as fun spectator wise, where when it was quiet at night, we'd get real high and shoot a BB gun into the air and then see if we could hear where the BB came down.
Oh, that's fun.
Rarely could you, but if you did, it was a treat.
Yeah. I have two questions, but Greg, what are you going to say?
I got nothing.
Oh, okay. What's a bocce ball weigh?
About 4 pounds.
Right,
no less. Maybe 2.
And what's a cantaloupe weigh?
This is a segment you should have introduced.
A little bit less.
The weights with Anthony DeVito.
Yeah, cantaloupe weighs less than a bocce ball.
A cantaloupe weighs less than a bocce ball.
I would say, Max, if you could check that for us.
Depends on the cantaloupe.
Depends on the lope
and what you've injected it with.
A cantaloupe, a medium-sized cantaloupe, is like 3 pounds.
Okay.
Oh, how the hell do you know that?
I googled it.
Oh, nice.
What's a bocce ball weigh?
Good job, Max. 7, 10.
These are Italian pounds, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking.
Yeah.
So
3 meatballs.
How many?
Oh, they're like 2 pounds.
Raviolis?
2 pounds.
2 pounds.
Pussy
Okay.
ball. That's what you guys are playing. Pussy ball.
And do they put anything? What's inside a bocce ball?
Just more bocce ball. It's solid.
It's salad, but they don't put little
Treats.
It'd be fun. Yeah, little treats or like family heirlooms would be fun.
Let me talk about some sports here that I think that we were inventing here. 1, put some treats in the bocce ball.
Sure.
Then have someone throw it in the air. If someone can shoot it, so you're mixing bocce ball, Mexican stick. What's that thing?
Pinata.
No, you got it.
Pinata.
No, Mexican stick fighting. Greg got it. You don't have to interrupt.
Yeah, Mexican stick fighting with inanimate objects. It's one of my favorite games. But tell me to my face now on why you think that that one game on the ice, it's bocce ball on ice.
Curling.
They're trying to say it's a different thing. It's bocce ball on ice. Again, the Italians have had things stolen from them. Again.
Take that to the Defamation League.
We should call them.
Now
you can't. There's no argument to be made against that. I agree 100%.
Call the league.
Well, yeah, and I'm saying call the league, of course. But before we get on the horn with the league, just in case they ask us this question, we should be ready. Isn't curling? Does bocce balling? Do they have little brooms? They have little bocce brooms or no?
No, but that's the minor detail. Of course, when you steal something, you fluff it up. Like when I steal a painting, I put it in a different frame. You know what I mean? I don't want the. So yeah, they added a little broom. Do you think those brooms are doing anything? You ever been on ice? go on ice and tell me if someone's sweeping in front of you, it changes the direction you're going. It's ridiculous. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Same thing happened to us as Irish people. The Canadians took a thing where they eat potatoes and get drunk and fight on ice.
That's fun.
That is true. That was it. Yeah, that what a weird one to take. You know?
Yeah.
What a weird one for Canadians to go, oh, they look like they're having a ton of fun over there.
Yeah.
Wait, the Canadians took what?
They took being Irish away from the Irish.
Wait, are Canadians now getting drunk on ice?
No, but Canadians, well, yeah, they've been getting drunk on ice and eating potatoes and punching each other and, marrying their sister for years.
Yeah.
But they took that from the Irish.
Yeah, we started that.
Yeah.
Can I tell you a game I started, and you guys can play this at home? It's like bocce ball, and it's like, what's shuffleboard?
Yeah,
So
it's shuffleboard. Yes.
So you get a shuffleboard, and you get M&Ms, and you throw the M&Ms, and you do. It's pretty much shuffleboard with M&Ms, and whoever wins gets to eat the M&Ms. But
we used to play this.
Really?
Yeah, it was called Candy Scramble.
Oh, come on! I thought I invented it. All right, well, I'll change a little bit. Change the M&Ms to Adderalls. So then everyone's gonna eat all the Adderalls. It's like Candy Scramble.
Yeah.
But the scramble comes later with your brain.
It's like Candy Scramble, but the prescription drugs.
Yeah, prescription.
You guys want to play?
Put your prescriptions down. Put your prescriptions down. Whatever your prescription is. For some people, it's cortisone creams. You got to put all the cortisone on your body.
But, that's very fun.
Yeah.
Where would you play this? Colleges. That's a big college game.
Yeah, or basement Italian game. Oh, basement mobsters.
Yeah,
they love jelly beans and shit.
One of their lesser known stereotypes.
Are we having fun?
They love Easter time.
Are you guys having a good time?
Let me tell you what I feel. Can I say what I feel?
Yeah.
At first, I was very nervous. I said,
"Really?"
I said, "Have we lost the magic?" And then, just recently, in the last 7 minutes, I felt a tingle in the air, as if we're back. You know what I mean? As if the Rad Dude Cast has been resurrected, and I feel very excited. But now, I think by mentioning it, maybe it's disappeared.
No, I'll say this. Go ahead, Anthony. I felt your energy there.
Oh, yeah, that's good, man.
Yeah.
I've been comfortable the whole time.
Of course. This guy's never not been comfortable.
Never not comfortable. Me and Greg get in our own heads about things we've said, and then it ruins our lives.
See, I will say, though, I did not when we first started. The fact that it took us an hour to start because all the wires were lost and I couldn't get the equipment working, I went, this is how it is. We're right back. The fact that Anthony was 2 hours late and then said he was here. He was like, I'm here.
I was
an hour late.
I was not an hour.
Then he said, I'm here. I was here the whole time, he said.
I told you because you called me. I was, I don't know, a stone's throw away. I must have been 50 feet away.
Yeah. And I can't scramble away.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, man, I'll be right there. And Greg was like, well, fuck, because I have so many wires. Well, fuck. And I went, all right, man, I'll be just downstairs.
Yeah.
And then okay. And then I was downstairs, and then I'm just sitting there because I know what's happening upstairs.
What?
It's a candy scramble for wires. And so I know I know me, and I know all I can do is exacerbate. All I can do is throw gasoline on the fire of this situation.
Oh, yeah, and you did.
Yeah, eventually. But I was trying to wait out that moment. So I was like, I'll just hang downstairs till Greg calms down, till things get in order. And then Tita came down, and Tita needed to leave the house.
Yeah, she was furious.
Tita was.
She does not want this podcast back.
It was one episode only, man.
Yeah.
And then, we'll talk about, how to reboost it or if we decide down the road.
I'll tell you, if this thing doesn't get any numbers, no. If this doesn't, then this isn't a giant influx of cash immediately.
Greg, what we did our podcast for 10 years. It was never a giant influx of numbers.
We didn't manipulate the fans to give us their money and their views. That's what we do now.
I don't know how to do that now, and I've grown more uncomfortable with that.
I'll tell you this. We hold this podcast hostage. You want it? You make it happen. You demand everyone watch it at gunpoint. I need a money.
So anyway, I can come upstairs. Tita lets me in, and then sure enough, when I get here, my man is off the deep end, just drowning in wires and audio splitters. And then I called Brendan because I was like, I feel like this could take a while.
Yeah.
Let me talk to Brendan. And that was it.
Brendan, let me also tell you what he did. He walks in, picks up a microphone. There's no wire in it. Immediately starts the podcast.
I thought we were starting.
He goes, "Are we started? There's no cameras on. There's no microphone wire. There's nothing to such up to anything." And he's like, "Welcome everybody. Good to be back."
I thought it was exciting. Yeah, I thought because I felt bad. I was 5 minutes late. I wanted to make up for those 5 minutes.
Let me bring the viewers back. Let me bring the listeners back to just how back on schedule we are, just how back on point we are as the team we've always been known. So for the past few days, Greg has really been trying to get this together, to his credit.
Days? Years.
So Greg has been trying to get me and Anthony on. I am currently just barely keeping my mouth above the pond of shit I'm swimming in. It's a fucking single father and barely working comedian. And so I talked to Greg. I was like, I don't know, man. Like, I can't lock in times that easily because I don't know when I'm gonna have my daughter and different things or whatever and blah blah blah.
Oh, Brendan had a daughter.
Yeah, there's so many things people don't know.
Well, Greg had a son. That was after my daughter.
Yeah, but everybody knows that.
Yeah, I
everybody knows about Greg and his kid.
Dad, comedian 2000.
Yeah,
first guy to ever talk about his kid on stage.
I had a daughter. Went back when we were doing the Rad Dude Cast, I think. Because remember, I was in my house in Cleveland when it ended.
That's true.
I think. But if you don't know, I have a daughter. But anyway, so I'm like, it's real tight, whatever. And Greg was really gracious and was like, yeah, if you could do it, you could do it and whatever. And so like time is just tight with me. I show up at 1 o'clock. Sure enough, there's wire. I turn on the screen. All I see, literally, it looks like a scene from a movie where they've hung wires from the ceiling to like make a crazy scientist. And Greg's just screaming with anger at not being able to set up the audio. Anthony's not there. And I'm going, fuck, I have 1 hour. And I go, this is what I miss, baby. This is what we were made of. And so we're back, we're back in the pilot seat, in the bird dog seat, I like to call it.
Well, we got to hear from the fans. If they want more, we'll do more.
Well,
how do we hear from them? Through the mouth of George Washington.
Yes.
Lincoln.
Of course they're going to want more.
Grant.
They're excited for this. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll be the silent financial backer of this podcast.
You don't have any money.
That's true.
Here's the thing.
That I'll figure that part out.
Yeah, me too.
That'll be the one hiccup. But that'll be on me, boys, to get over the hiccup.
Yeah. You're going to be the guy that finds us money?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me be the money guy for potentially the second round of this.
I want to nail this down because I feel that Greg's heart is in the right place. And I think Anthony is being a little shy. And I want to really make this clear. It will take money for us to come back. Money out of your sad little fucking pockets. Okay. So approach us respectfully with your offers and we will consider them.
Start a GoFundMe.
Yes.
$10,000. We come back.
Did I tell you
about 3 episodes?
Yeah. Did I tell you about my GoFundMe?
Tell me.
Been trying to get a penis reduction.
Oh, you can't. Why would you do that to the women?
Too big.
This is a fun one. You never really want the money, but you want people to know you have a monster hog.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so you start a GoFundMe for my giant penis needs a couple inches lopped off. A doctor said those words exactly. Yeah. And you just raise all this money. You didn't raise no money. Most of it you put in. You go, we almost set our goal. Unfortunately, my penis is so big.
Right.
It's going to take 20 grand. Oh, I can't. Did you hear that right? 20 grand. And then you go, we fell short. So I guess I'll just have to keep having a giant cock. That'll be me. I guess that's my lot.
Well, I need the money to get my new invention off the ground. Greg's dick clips. They're clips that go around your dick so that you could grab it. Because not a lot of men have big dicks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you still want to grab it with a full fist. Right? So this thing is a clip that you could hold with your full fist, but then it's got a little part. So if you have a little dick, you could still jerk off like a madman. But even if you have a little dick, so Greg's dick clips with a little dick in mind. Or, yes, Brendan, I feel like you have an idea.
I think that's great because I've been stuck using those like claw-like hair things for women. I've been putting those about my penis, and I'll tell you, not pleasurable.
That's where my audience lies. And the people, and if you have too big of a dick, well then you don't need it.
Well then, good for you.
Then fuck you, pal.
Well then, buy one for a friend.
Yeah,
who's got a little penis.
Yeah,
and there's a little hood on the end, a plastic hood to catch your cum, so that you can save it for later, so you can masturbate later if you're like me, a coming fella.
Yeah, and that thing is thrown in for free. I'm imagining.
Don't say that.
Yeah, but that's like a QVC.
It's a tier system.
Oh,
right. If we get 10,000 backers, we'll give it to you for free.
So this is a pyramid scheme.
This is like a HasLab. No, it's
Do they have to then sell the clips?
Well, you don't want to sell it once you jerked off into it. Well, maybe you do. Maybe you sell it on eBay to a bunch of
different
women.
clip, man.
Russian women.
Oh, I didn't know that. End of this was going to be you're going to sell this all to Russian women. Well, if I had known that, I'd been in from the jump.
No, the scam is that they dissolve after 6 months. So you have to buy a new one. It's like make them out of
what? Oh, what biodegradable material are you making your dick clips at? Not this. This isn't just good for you and your tiny penis. It's good for the trees.
Yeah, puppy skin. They make them out of puppy skin.
Oh, well, you're gonna run into a wall.
Where?
PETA.
Huh?
PETA is not gonna be happy about this.
Yeah, but no press is bad press. You know,
I'm pretty sure when they go, where do Greg's dip clicks come from? They go, he unabashedly said puppy skin. He's not. No, is he trying to hide that? No. He wants you to know.
It brings awareness to the product, brother.
Yeah. How do you think you get hard?
Not only that, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing. What do you think they've been doing this whole time when they circumcise a dog? They throw it out.
Right.
Use it. Free.
Right.
I didn't know they were circumcising dogs.
They're not, but that's another business I got going on.
I thought you meant dogs like my boys. When my boys my dog's getting circumcised.
Me and my boys, we all getting circumcised for my bachelor party. We're all going to go to Dr. Brewster's house.
And if you had it,
get clipped, dog.
You go deeper. You do it again. Cut a little extra.
I don't understand. Why don't people... instead people get tattoos.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, yo, me and the fellas got young kings on our biceps. You know, represent we're all young kings.
Yeah.
But they never go, you know what we did? We all got circumcised.
Right. Nice.
I'll tell you
like
why.
it better. Why?
Well, you've got to be running with a crew. Who's running with a crew that's exclusively uncircumcised? And I'll tell you what, I don't want a part of that crew.
Oh, then you can't meet any of my friends, the Mad Europeans.
Well, yeah,
mad as hell.
Yeah,
we're a cool gang. We bowl every Wednesday, but I guess you don't want to be a part of that.
Are you uncirky, Anthony?
Yeah, I'm very much. I'm the most you can be.
No, you're the most circumcised.
I'm the most circumcised. I'm very nicked up.
Yeah.
That's what a doctor once told me. He looked at my penis and said, boy, you are nicked up.
Yo.
Did you? I like to think maybe Joanne did it just with her because she was like, I'm a barber. I'm a barber and I love him so much. I can't have anyone else. No, I can't trust this to anyone else.
I mean, if I will say this, if anyone was to ever circumcise me, it would be my mom. And she'd be insulted only because if I found out that I was somewhere else, she'd be insulted, and I couldn't. I'd rather my mom go out to town on my. When you get circumcised, are you supposed to be erect?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a guy at the hospital that jerks off the little babies right before.
Well, they show you variations of porn. They show you variations of porn to see what kind of style man you are, what kind of porn you're into. As a baby, usually it's baby porn, so it's very weird.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna burn for that one better.
I see what you got. That was a real question.
That's crazy.
Well,
that's wild.
Well, I would think, right? Because when it's in its flaccid state, you can't get to all the places. But but
you can pull it forward. When it's hard, you can't pull it forward.
Yeah, but everything is taut. So that's when you'd want to operate.
Not when it's taut.
I would think so.
No, man.
I also think at some point the conversation may have been had. Yes, this would be easier if this baby had an erection.
Thank you.
But I just don't think it's okay to make that happen. So we'll have to,
I also see
to
that.
figure it out.
As soon as you said that, one doctor walked out of the room like, well, never mind, man. I guess I'll go.
Yeah.
No, I 100%. I see that the latter is more important than the former. But I'm glad that you recognized that what I'm saying is probably scientifically correct.
Well, I tell you what I did for my circumcision. I cut it in a style that is and then singed the back so it looks like a black leather collar. So my dick has a constant collar up like the Fonzie.
See, you're joking, but I don't like that. Why aren't they doing fun stuff like that? Why aren't they doing give me a zigzag like one of those
liberals,
like one of those crowns Jughead used to wear? That's fun. You know what I mean? If you go, this guy's got a foreskin like a with triangles. That's fun.
Yeah.
I
am sure it is fun.
I guess I always thought, and this is tangential to what everyone's saying.
Right.
So this isn't me. Because it looks so much like a bicycle helmet, like a high-speed bicyclist, right?
Yeah.
Because it looks so much like a bicycle. Okay. Yeah, okay. I follow you.
That you would do like a Tour de France situation.
Right.
Where you would have a bicycle dangling off, but then a bunch of other ones.
Yeah.
So then you would turn your legs into the mountains of France. And then you would recreate like a diorama on your body, the Tour de France.
Well, I say you cut them, fry them up, and then you play a game. Which one isn't the calamari?
Jesus
and then
Christ.
Somebody's got to eat it. And then you go, which one isn't the calamari? And that's a Joe Rogan show.
That's a rich man's dream, is what that's called. That's the next Knives Out movie will be that. He invites them all over.
The thing about circumcision that's hard is like,
there you go.
Yeah, they boom.
I see.
Because
you fellas are so lowbrow sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
Well, see, I don't necessarily agree with it because I think it's like,
what don't you agree with?
I think you're just cutting a boy's body for what's dating back to weird religious reasons, and you're sort
I
of
got a question too.
But here's the problem.
Right.
If I had a son, I would of course get him circumcised because I remembered the uncircumcised kids getting made fun. This kid, Colin Snyder, we're in the baseball locker room. This guy Jabron sees his penis, and I don't know what this meant, but everyone laughed so hard. He said, this N-words dick look like a slot machine. And everyone laughed so hard at his penis looking like a slot machine. And we all made fun of him for his penis being different than ours.
A slot machine.
I didn't understand it. And I think what he meant in hindsight, this 30 years later, I think what he meant is a roll of quarters. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's the only connection I can make. But we all laughed because of the way he said it.
Yeah.
Let me say this.
It is funny the way he said it.
Sorry. I'm in this predicament now. So when we had our son, the guy lady comes in, she goes, "You want to circumcise him? We need to know now." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever. Well, yeah, or whatever, sure, of course." And then she did, and then she comes back, and I talked to Dr. Mike, and I go, "Is there any health benefits for this thing anymore? Because someone's telling me that's not true." And he goes, "Yeah, not really. But now I have another son coming, right? So I have to do both.
Of course,
I can't have one son.
You can't have mix and match.
Son not. You know what I mean?
Obviously, yeah. You can't, because then they'll go, "What's this about? Why is your dick? Why? Which one of us has the weird dick?"
Yeah, Anthony.
Well, you raise one of them, and you go, "You're European."
I'll tell one kid he's European. He'll love that.
You grew up on the shores of Normandy.
Then he leaves after college to go back to France to sow his roots. And I go, "I'm just kidding. We just didn't circumcise you."
Well, you go, well, here's the thing. You're my second boy.
Right.
And I want the second boy to come harder than the first one. And
that's what you should tell your children.
Yeah, and I've heard that an uncircumcised man will come with a certain ferocity.
That is true. I've heard
not assigned to the circumcision.
It's a better pleasure.
So you tell that to your son.
It's a better pleasure.
You're
evening the scales.
The foreskin, by removing the foreskin, the head of your cock becomes desensitized because it's always brushing against your pants. So apparently, if you're not circumcised, you are able to feel more sensitive and more pleasure. So it is.
No, I heard the reverse.
Can you ice?
No. It's better if you're not circumcised. I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what
I was agreeing with you.
That's
I think.
Whatever I have is better.
Well, yeah, sure.
Well, do you think there's also because there's no one who's is there anyone who's had sex with both types of penises? So who actually can compare?
Yes, of course, because there are infections or things that can happen where as an adult you need to be circumcised. So that's much like the lady I had once. Max, you're a new producer of this podcast. Yeah. I once had a lady with one fake boob, one real boob. Who gets that side by side comparison? Nobody. Me.
Just me.
Just Anthony.
Yeah, my mom.
Yeah.
Similar situation.
But you don't get to touch them like I did with this lady.
Well, you don't know my birthday parties.
Yeah, that's true.
What I was gonna say, because you're gonna, the second kid, and Brendan knows this. We're all fathers. You love your second kid a little less.
Well, I'm hoping.
It's just what happens. It's human nature.
I hope not. I love my kids, both of them.
You can't fight nature, Greg. So you love your second kid a little less. So if you give them that little bit of foreskin, you're making up for something.
Right.
So I think it's a good move. Also, now, Brendan, this was going back to your earlier comment. What do they do? And I've got two now. What do they do with the extra skin?
I told you, calamari.
It is calamari, yeah.
Okay, fine, handled.
Yeah. And your second question.
The second question.
Actually, they fling it about the room.
Yeah.
They fling it about the room in a humorous gas.
Depends on your doctor. He goes, we've got three options.
Like a booger.
Yeah. One, two, and this we would say is the best option. Yeah. Calamari. Just for the good. Think about people.
Yeah.
Or number one, we fling it around the room.
And tell you, do not go to the doctor's lounge. Behind that couch is a bunch of foreskins. They just kind of cut it off and they just kind of drip it back there.
We don't have rubber bands.
We don't need to buy them.
There's also option 3, which you do have to ask for. They won't present it to you. And that's they will allow you to take it home to be used for later in life if he wants to disguise his dick as uncircumcised. If he's going, I'm doing a caper with only my dick out. And I don't want them to say where the guy was circumcised. So give me my foreskin back. They'll allow that.
I wonder if anyone's ever done that. If they've ever had a guy who he flashed everybody at Met Stadium, and then they grab him and they go, but look, my dick is circumcised, and it's all bleeding. Like he clearly just did it on the train. I'll clean it up. Look at this thing. He slips. He's like, whoop, 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 comedically slipping in his own penis blood. like Sub-Zero.
Oh man, that's so funny. That's great.
Those kids, and this is kind of dark, but those kids, they're I think the most compelling evidence against Michael Jackson were that those kids knew about birthmarks he had on his dick. And I think it'd be so funny if he was just like, no, dog, these just came in. This new.
Sunspots. These are sunspots.
Yes. He has 5 more that clearly were just drawn on with a Sharpie. It looks like an eyeliner running, like a woman who was just slapped by her husband.
Yeah.
That was dark. That was mean. I'm sorry.
Well, clearly my penis says Michael Jackson's penis. So if they didn't see that, then no.
What if he pulled his penis out and it had 2 heads like a dragon? And they're like, well, no one saw that coming.
Yeah. Hey, it can't be me. I've got Hydra dick. So it can't be me. I was in the papers.
Let's change it up real quick.
Sure.
If that's okay. One, Max, how long we've been going? Because I got to say
18 minutes.
That was 40 minutes ago.
Oh.
Because I got to get us on the Patreon, because if you think I'm not going to maximize I'm not going to line my own pockets with this, because I can't record another episode this week. How long we doing?
Brendan only is
I think a little over 50 minutes.
Oh.
50.
Brendan has to be out of here soon.
Well, Brendan, if we could do a quiz on the Patreon, that would really help me out.
Well, I have not prepared a quiz.
Never prepared one. You do it all the time.
Nope. In fact, I put quite a bit of time into preparing them in the old days, but I will.
Now everyone's looking at their phone. They all got to go.
Well, I was looking at I wanted to see if I had a quiz. I do.
I will do a current events quiz. A current events.
Not yet on the Patreon. I got to get these people to sign up for my Patreon.
Isn't this the Patreon? What is this?
Nobody knows. Oh, I don't even know that
this is the free episode.
Been recording, Brendan.
This is the free episode I'm going to put out for free so we can get some traction, and then I get you guys to do the Rad Dude Cast forever. And then the Patreon is just a little added bonus that I line my pockets and I don't share it. I'll share it if you come back.
You can't get mad. At least he's not hiding anything.
No, it's
try to line my pockets.
He can't get upset with his candor.
No, just because I gotta do 2 episodes, and if I don't do 2 episodes, then I gotta do another episode, and Tita's gonna blow any minute now.
That's true.
So we'll do something special for the Patreon. I was thinking a quiz, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We'll end with a strong one.
I do not have a quiz, but I will try. I can try, but again, I used to write those quizzes ahead of time. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
All right, let's land the plane. We're at 50 minutes.
Okay.
Let's land the plane. Let's talk a little bit about ourselves and how everyone feels about how did everything go. We'll do a recap.
Highs and lows.
Highs and lows. I'll start. Lows. Not being able to get any of the technology to work or the wires. And Max.
Yeah, I've had to go to bathroom most of the podcast, so that's been a low for me.
That's a low.
But high.
Tell me.
As well, because I do like going to the bathroom.
Something to look forward to.
Yet, then.
What?
The high didn't happen then.
But anticipation can be a high.
Like Christmas Eve.
Yeah, exactly. The night before Christmas is often better than the morning itself.
Yes, that's right.
We need a call to arms.
Yeah.
We need a call to arms to get these people to want the Rad Dude Cast back.
Something in German, maybe.
Something in German, maybe.
Well, they've been successful with their calls to arms in the past, is what I'm saying.
Are you talking about World War II?
Yes.
Or World War I.
Well, and World War I. I'm saying there's a militaristic historical precedent with the Germans and a call to arms. I'm not trying to say anything edgy. I'm just saying, historically speaking, they're good at that. So if you wanted to do a call to arms, it's not bad to look in the German direction.
Here's what. Oh, go ahead, Greg. I was just going to say, you are right, Anthony, but I do think you're wrong in that.
Thank you.
I do think it is. I don't think it's good to look in the German direction. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to study Nazi propaganda to influence podcast listenership.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That's one man's opinion.
So
I'll take
people we could blame all of this on.
Hey, Greg, you're moving the wires a little bit.
You just did. Oh. What is a people that we could blame this on that would get people to action, but isn't a people?
Russians.
No, it's people. Oh.
It's big right now to be super Ukraine and very against Russia.
But you already know I have a bit of a problem with that.
Yeah, but I don't. I voted for Ukraine, the Ukrainian band, to win the Eurovision contest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I did not realize it had aired 2 weeks earlier, and the phone lines were dramatically dead for 14 days. But I did call.
All right.
And also it was impossible to reach them because it was like some kind of European line, and it was very complicated.
I'm sorry, Anthony. The Russians are already in it. Anyway. All right. I would say
that would be my vote.
Everybody get out there. If we get 5,000 views on this YouTube video, we'll do another episode.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this has been Greg has been winking at the fans the whole time.
No.
What?
Do you know what I mean? This is a play.
It's a play. It's a play.
If you don't give us $10,000 tomorrow, I'll kill myself.
Exactly. So we can get 5,000 views on this video. We can go with that one. That's my option. Or we can go with Anthony's option of $10,000 by tomorrow, before the podcast is even aired, or he'll kill himself. Brendan, if you'd like to throw a call of arms, and at the end we'll vote on the call to arms we should use.
Well,
that's how they do it in Eurovision.
Can I tell you a gag first that I wanted to do? But then, because Anthony made me think of this, because the phone lines on this were dead too. It was a rebroadcast. But on NPR, there was this show called Maine Calling. That's like people from Maine calling in, and they were talking about summer reading and like suggestions and recommendations, and everything was like real highbrow, like NPR type shit. You know what I mean? Like real, heavy literature. And I thought it would be so funny to call in and suggest the Bourne ultimatum. And just like keep talking about how good it is as they're like, yeah, no, we know, like trying to get me off air. Like, and if you like that one, there's more. There are more of them. But I called and it was already broadcast. Also, that would have been a bit just for myself because I didn't know how to record the phone or do anything. But my call to arms, well, I've already killed myself, so that's out.
Shout out to Brendan.
Thank you.
This is Brendan 2.0.
Well, this is what I would say, in all honesty. We're not trying to shake you down or anything
yes,
like
we
that.
are.
But
line my pockets.
But
I like the ride.
I think all three of us are super busy. Greg's got going to be a father of 2. Anthony's newly married.
Wives. More people out there probably get wives.
I'm constantly in a living hell. There's just a lot going on. And so I think for the RDC to come back, we would need to figure out some way where it would be somewhat limited in terms of like release schedule and also make some money off it. Not in a way where we want to like take money from you. I'm being honest here, but in a way of like, we do this for a living. So like if anyone can think of something
I did 5,000 views would bring us advertisers and money.
Well, I think we talked.
Or Anthony kills himself.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I don't want to kill myself.
No,
you're making me do it. And it's summer. My favorite season.
That really put a dampening on my summer.
Yeah, man, that would ruin my summer.
So you could send Anthony $10,000 or share this thing. We get 5,000 views. That's not a lot. We'll do one more episode. And on the next episode, we say 10,000 views.
Yeah.
Right? And then we have advertisers, and then we make money, and then we're good.
Also, I want to take Greg's baby to Dolphin Park.
Yeah.
And he wants to go so bad.
Aching to go to Dolphin Park.
Go to Dolphin Park.
All right. So join us on the Patreon, Greg F. Stone. Patreon.com/the Greg Stone Zone. We'll be going to bring it in for some overtime. And we're going to do a quiz with Brendan that he has prepared.
And check out the Bourne ultimatum.
Yeah, man.
Follow everybody on Instagram.
They are good.
They are good movies. Yeah. All right.
No, the books.
Even better.
And we're clear.